This formula is a very popular formula for calculating fire hydraulics. You'll use this one even after you're in the service. It can be used for flowing hydrants, for checking the gallons per minute out of a hydrant. It can also be used for water shuttles or pump tests to know gallons per minute. So anytime you have an open orifice with water coming out where you can get a flow pressure from a pitot gauge, then you will be able to tell how many gallons per minute. Our standard flow formula for this is going to be flow in gallons per minute is equal to 29.83 times the C factor of the pipe, so the roughness of the inside of the pipe, times the diameter squared of your open orifice, times your square root of your flow pressure, which is going to be determined from your pitot gauge. So what I like to do is estimate these first, just to make sure that I don't get off on a wrong percentage or wrong decimal point. So if we just estimate this, I'm just going to say that our flow reading is on the pitot gauge is 28 psi. We also know that the flow diameter, the orifice, is a 4-inch. We'll say we're doing a hydrant. Then we should have enough information, and then also our C factor, which is 0.9 for this particular hydrant. So there's our givens, our flow test information we're going to plug in here. So what I like to do is just say, let's just say 30, and we'll just call the C factor of 1 times the diameter squared, so times 16, and then the square root of the pressure. And we know that 5 times 20, or 5 times 5 is 25. So if it's just going to be a little bit more than that, we should be able to get a pretty good guess here on what our number is going to be. If we take 30 times 5, we're going to have 150. Times 16 is 30, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, and 1. Around 2,400 GPM. So about 2,400 GPM, just roughly. We'll go ahead and calculate that out now with the correct numbers. So our flow is equal to 2983 times our C factor of 0.9 times our diameter, which is 4, and then we're going to square that. And then the square root of our pressure, and our pressure was 28. So if we just use a regular calculator for this, we can figure it out pretty easily. Q is going to be equal to 2983 times 0.9, which comes out to 26.85. And then our square root, our square of 4 is 16, and our square root of 28 actually calculates out to about 5.48. If we go ahead and do that math, then we're going to find that Q is equal to 2685 times 16 times 5.48, and we get a total of 2,354 GPM. Now you can see that our 2354 is pretty close to our 2400, so I know my math is going to be pretty close. Also, if I grab a chart like this, then I can follow 28 over to our 4-inch down and come up with 2280. So we know we're going to be very close on our numbers.